Welcome to Backpacking Blisters Jeopardy, a show where favoritism, nonsense, and absurd questions are all in the realm of possibility. I'm your host, Carl Mandrilli. With me is co-host Ben McAuliffe. Any words of wisdom, Ben?
I think all they got to do is just kind of show up and guess and have some fun.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not playing because I don't know very many answers. So we'll see.
We're going to find out. All right, let's meet our contestants. She is an author who wrote the book Going to Maine, All the Ways to Fall on the Appalachian Trail. Sally Chaffin Brooks, how are you doing today?
I'm excited to be here. I am ready to just, wipe the floor with these guys. I'm excited.
Wow.
I should preface this in that this is misplaced confidence. I am horrible at trivia. But you know what? You never know. This could be the first time ever that I do well.
I believe in you. Ben might even believe in you.
Ben?
I do.
Ben? You? Okay. All right. It's so good to be back on the podcast. Right. I heard that favoritism was going to play a role. So I would like to put I would like to, make my pitch for being the favorite.
Okay.
I don't have anything to give you, but look at the smile. I'll send you a book.
That's sufficient.
All right. Yeah. Sally, I was going to ask you about how many pillows you got on your couch, but then you mentioned you had a poop story that was better than everything. So
the quickest poop story I have is that, and this is a real poop story, is that when I was through hiking, my best friend, Erin, we were at Wayside in Shenandoah National Park. She comes out of the bathroom and she tells me, don't go in there. And I was like, what did you do? We walk back by and there are caution tape signs across the door. And she's like, yeah, that was me. And so we are going to check out. We're checking out because this is, we're through hikers and we're buying, of course, a million things of candy. And we overhear one of the people working there going, it was disgusting. It was like a baby's arm.
Oh.
What?
And then she looks at me and she goes, I'm kind of proud of that.
Oh my gosh.
And there you go. I'm sorry you asked for it. And
wow.
And that's how Backpacking Jeopardy starts. Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
You got 10 points for that. That's good.
10 points. Our second contestant hosts a popular podcast called Hiker Trash Radio. Doc, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm much better now that we've gotten a poop story out of the way. That's fantastic, Sally. That's really uplifting.
I mean, I wanted to really up the, the lady. I'm quite the lady, and keep it classy on the podcast.
How many medals are on is that your left shoulder?
Yeah, there are several medals there. I'll quantify it this way. There is one less than there will be 2 weeks from now because I'm running my 5th marathon in less than 2 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
Good.
Congratulations.
Awesome. So if you win Jeopardy, where would you put the Backpacking and Blister trophy?
Oh, it would be displayed prominently. I would take off one of the Hiker Trash Radio wooden signs and put it up there.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you got 15 points for that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So very good, dog. 15. Yeah.
Our third and final contestant is Steven Smith, the host of the YouTube channel My Life Outdoors. He gets new innovative tents and can immediately break them. Welcome to the show, Steven. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Haven't broken any tents recently, but I'm doing really good.
Yes, you did. It wasn't 2 weeks ago.
No, it was a month ago.
What? No.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story real quick, please?
Okay, so I got the brand new Durston X Dome, which was it was not, I kept saying that it was a prototype. It was not a prototype. It was pre-production model. And so apparently there's a difference between a prototype and a pre-production, but I got it before anybody else got it and I broke it. Not on purpose, even though I was accused of breaking it on purpose so that no one else could have a video of the X Dome. But I got it. It broke on its own the very first time that I set it up, or the very second time I set it up on my backyard. But I fixed it with a tent pole repair sleeve that was too big for it. But it was what I had. And I only had the tent for 3 days. So I had it for 3 days. And so I'm frantically trying to do all the things, and so I fix it. I take it up to the mountains. I get a lot of wind, a lot more wind than I was expecting, and my oversized pole sleeve snapped the pole 3 more times. And so it was the only X-Dome in existence. I mean, there were several on their way across the ocean to the United States, but it was the only one that was currently in existence, and I broke it. So,
all right. Well,
I mean, it sounds like you did them a favor, right? You stress tested it. You were like, "Hey, there's a weakness in this pole." So you're welcome.
It was not viewed as a favor. Let's put it that
way. Great advertising,
So did you ask for a replacement?
Well, no, it's because I had to send it to somebody else. That's why I only had it for a short time. So I had to send it to somebody else soon after. And so I did. I sent it all broken the way that it was.
It's time for the rules. You will be asked. So here we go. Rules for Jeopardy. You'll be asked questions, not given answers. This is B&B Jeopardy, not network television. So answering in the form of the question will result in an incorrect response.
B&B stands for Backpacking and Blisters, guys, not bed and breakfast. There's no food here.
Thank you.
Correct responses will be scored with the assigned point value.
Assuming Ben can keep track of that. And incorrect responses will not be deducted from your score. So this is low risk. It's okay to answer incorrectly.
Unless it's ridiculous. Then you might get awarded if it's a ridiculous answer.
Don't change the rules, Ben.
No, you might get points. Oh my gosh, Carl. Unanswered questions may lead to some hints and clues. This will reduce the value of the question.
And when buzzing in, whatever your chime is, if there's a tie or confusion on my part, like it's unclear who's in first, I will choose the person with the lowest score or whoever I like better at the moment.
The scorekeeper and judge will have final say on any contested responses. If you get cheated out of earned points due to bad math, too bad.
Okay. Before we start, we're just going to do a quick go around so everybody who's just listening to the audio version of this can hear what the chime sounds like. So here we go. Steven, what's your sound? Thank you, Doc. That's still going. And then Sally. All right. There you go. Here are the categories. We've got national parks. Oh, nuts. These could be answers such as like pine nuts or macadamia nuts, basically a type of nut. Word puzzles. Food. Real trivia from our typical co-host, Derek. These are real questions that he asked truly on this podcast. Some of them I had to modify and give you multiple choice answers because they were too terrible. And miscellaneous could be about absolutely anything related to backpacking or not. So there we go. It's time to start. Ben, who's your favorite contestant so far?
Oh, it's definitely Doc.
Oh,
okay. Doc, you're up. What would you like?
Hey, let's go for a high point question right off the bat, and I'm intrigued by the miscellaneous topic. Let's go miscellaneous for 500, Carl.
Not messing around. Okay, here we go. Which company makes the most popular sleeping pad inflator? I think that's Steven, right?
That's me, yeah. It is Flextail.
Flextail is correct for 500 points.
Wow.
All right, Steven, you control the board. What would you like?
I'm just laughing because I've never heard of that.
It's miscellaneous. You might know a different one. We'll see.
If you would have listened to our podcast, Sally, that was like a month episodes ago. So just letting you know.
Let's stay miscellaneous. Let's go miscellaneous 100.
Miscellaneous 100. Okay. Which company makes affordable, quality backpacking gear and has a name based on a Wyoming national park? This is a brand that sponsors. Oh, that is Sally.
Mammoth?
Mammoth, good try. I'm going to continue to give hints worth less points. This is a brand that sponsors our podcast, and they're actually okay. That was Doc.
Grand Teton?
Close enough for 50 points. Teton is correct.
Teton.
And this Jeopardy podcast is brought to you by Teton and all their quality gear that also happens to be affordable. That is my way of working in the sponsorship in the middle of the Jeopardy game show.
This is a good time to let Sally know that you have 10 points. Doc has 65, and Stephen Smith, you have 510.
Okay.
Awesome.
I don't know how they got those totals, but Ben, you're the scorekeeper. Doc, the board is yours.
Doc, let's go with real trivia from Derek for 100.
Okay, that's risky. Give one example of a pack ornament. This is slightly modified from Derek's original question, which didn't make any sense whatsoever. All right, Doc.
I have no idea what Derek's thinking about when he asked this question, but when I think of pack ornament, I'm thinking maybe sunscreen hanging from a carabiner.
All right, that is correct. But you both, Steven and Sal, you can both get this question right as well. This is a question for everybody. So if you have a thought, don't be afraid to chime in. Steven.
Like a satellite messenger.
Correct. Come on, Sally. Sally.
Okay, what about a handkerchief hanging off your pack? Like a bandana?
That's not one that I've seen, but have you ever had that before?
Yeah, I did bandana. Little snot rag.
Bandana, there you go. All right, correct. Everybody got it right. There we go. Now everybody feels good. All right, Doc got that one right first. So Doc, it's your board. You're in charge.
Man, I'm digging Derek right now. Let's go 200.
Digging Derek. Where was toothpaste invented? A, Germany, B, Egypt, C, Poland, or D, the United States? I don't know why. Sally.
Ooh.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct. How do you know that?
I don't. I just guessed.
All right.
Just blind confidence.
Okay. Well, the board is yours.
Yes. Let's do word puzzles for 3, please, Carl.
Okay. So word puzzles, you got to piece together words that are similar or synonyms to make something backpacking, possibly gear related here. All right. What'd you say? 300?
300, please.
Okay. Clownfish plus B. All right, Doc.
Honey stinger.
Clownfish named Honey.
Oh, dang.
The stinger
No.
part makes sense.
Got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's close. You're not too far off. You get the second part of the puzzle. Did well with that. So that's Sally.
Nemo something. B.
Ooh.
Nemo stinger.
Oh, you're so close. You're so
Nemo
close.
honey.
Steven's ring.
Nemo Hornet.
I like Nemo Honey better. All right. Steven got it for Nemo. Hornet is correct. Sal, you got the first word and gave it away, but still well done. So now you know how word puzzles work. All right, Steven, you're up.
Okay, let's go back to miscellaneous 200.
Okay, miscellaneous 200. In the world of Pokemon, how many do you have to catch? Doc.
Catch them all.
Yes, technically it's all is correct. 2 points.
Oh, my
Apparently it's not
8-year-old is
kids.
going to be so mad that I did not get that right. That's like the one question I could have gotten.
You already got one right. You're already on the board.
That's true. That's true.
All
That's
right.
true.
Doc, what you got?
You know what? I'm intrigued by the word puzzles. I think I know how they work now. So let's go with word puzzles for 400, please.
You are very aggressive. I like it. Softly spoken plus not heavy. That was Sally, I think, first, and then Doc.
Whisper light.
Whisper light. Wow, you got that so fast. Well done.
Yes.
MSR Whisper light. Well done.
I hate this category, by the way.
Steven, you're gonna get every single other one. give us this one.
All right, Sally, you're up.
Okay, I will go word puzzles for 100.
Okay. You're only choosing that because Steven just said he hated it, right?
Yes, absolutely 100%. I'm sorry, Steven.
Okay.
All right. Airplane plus hot bubbles.
Oh, I know that one, guys.
That makes everybody feel better. Thanks, Ben. Okay, that is Sally.
Jet boil.
Jet boil
There you
is
go.
correct. Jet boil.
They make so
Airplane.
much sense once I hear them, but
Yeah. Steven, you're cracking me up, man. All right. Sally's still in charge. You gotta
Okay,
scoot
I'm
going.
gonna go national parks for 200, please.
You just dominated at word puzzles. You're going to national parks.
I mean, I need to like stay in the game for the long haul. I don't want to like.
Okay.
I would be quiet after that category.
Fair enough. General Sherman is not a man in Sequoia National Park. What is he? That is Steven.
It's a sequoia tree.
Sequoia tree is correct. I think it's the largest living tree in the world now, right? Something like that. Fun fact.
Yes. Single tree.
Okay. Single
There's
tree,
a video
right?
I saw recently about this. So
yeah, the aspen trees that are all connected are technically like. All right, that's a rabbit hole. Sorry, Steven, you're up. What you got?
let's do national parks 300.
All right, 300. Which Canadian national park is associated with a famous film festival? Steven.
Banff.
Banff. That's right. Banff Film Festival.
That was a wild guess.
Knows his stuff.
I actually did know that one and just watched you answer it. To Banff? No, I wish.
Okay. One of my favorite places. Steven again.
Let's go national parks 400.
400. Okay. Which national park in Maine does not allow backpacking? Whoa.
Oh.
All right. That's a sort of tie. Ben, who has the fewest points?
The fewest points is Doc.
All right. Doc, what is it?
Acadia.
Acadia is correct. I'm glad that you chimed in though, Sally, since your book is literally about going to Maine. So that
I know. I did know that. And I was like, if I get this wrong, all of Maine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one national park in Maine,
might
isn't there?
come for me.
Yeah. I think so. All right, Ben, give us an update on the score here. What we got?
We have Doc with 765, Sally with 810, and Steven Smith with 1410.
Wow.
Wow.
How'd Steven get so many points? He getting the big ones right?
Staying away from the
Yeah,
word
he got
puzzles.
the big ones and then the national parks.
Stay away from word puzzles. Okay, Doc, you're up.
Well, of course, I'm going to go to word puzzles because Steven struggles there. Word puzzles for 500.
Call you out, Steven. Here's your chance.
Constantly choosing the high point questions. All right. Type of metal plus horse poker. All right. I guess I got to give some hints out here. This is a model, not a brand name. This is a model, a popular model of gear. And it is the more hints I give, the fewer points is worth, folks. Just warning you. This is a kind of tent. Okay. It's one of the most popular tents. Steven.
Oh.
That wasn't me.
That was Sally.
Sorry.
I there's so many different sounds on this thing. It is a silver whip.
That should be the name of a tent. That's my favorite answer so far. Silver whip.
I'm going to send it to Steven and see if he breaks it.
Okay.
My silver whip.
We'll give you 50 points, Sally, for making Carl laugh so hard.
Thank you.
How do you poke a horse with a whip? With a silver whip. Okay, Doc.
Aluminum stud.
You guys should go with tent names. This is awesome. Okay. This is made by a non-cottage company. It can be purchased at your local outdoor store. All right, Steven.
I've got it. It's a copper spur.
Copper spur for 100 points, Steven. You got a word puzzle correct, my friend. So
yes. My goodness.
There you go.
I was gonna say bronze prod. I don't what.
Well, everyone got points on that one. Just letting you guys know. Everyone got points.
Ben's randomly awarding points, apparently.
I'm so glad that category's almost gone.
Steven, you want to go for 200 for word puzzles?
No. Let's do National Parks 100.
National Parks 100. What popular national park is part of the Arizona Trail? Let's see. Steven and Doc were close on this one. I feel like Doc is behind, so I'm going to go Doc on this one.
Oh,
Grand Canyon National Park?
Grand Canyon is correct. Okay.
Carl, I don't think you can hear the chimes because the chimes come through a lot quicker and sooner on the audio?
No, that was favoritism right there because I felt like Doc was behind.
Just
Yeah,
check.
he just doesn't like it.
Pity on me. Take pity. Yes.
All right, Doc, which one do you want?
Well, he has proven me wrong because he won the last one, but I'm going to go with word puzzles for 200 to thwart
Okay,
Steven.
there's been 4 word puzzle questions. Steven has won 2 of them,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's saying he
crazy.
doesn't like him. So I don't know.
But not right off the bat.
Doesn't matter. Mountaintop plus gas up. Okay, who's got more points, Doc or Sally?
I think he buzzed him first. That's okay.
Doc has more points, but Sal, yeah,
Okay, Sally, what you got?
your call.
Peak fuel.
Close. Doc.
Okay.
Ooh.
That was my answer. Peak fuel.
Peak fuel.
Oh, you guys!
Now you're gonna
no
give
one
it to
listens the
Steven. Steven's
podcast.
gonna get it.
I
you
am.
did-
It's
yeah.
peak refuel.
Peak
There you
refuel. Refuel. Yes.
Same diff.
Just to clear it up, Doc and Sally, I always say peak fuel on the podcast, and then Carl's always like, Ben, you guys say it right. It's refuel. So you're
Yeah.
not alone.
It's not very nice. Yeah.
I would not have gotten it if you guys hadn't gotten it wrong. So
Well, you're welcome,
Wow, yeah.
Steven. You're welcome.
Nice job.
Whatever the
If,
prize is, I expect you to share it with both of us.
It is shareable.
At this point, Doc has more Steven has more points than Sally and Doc combined.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Because he's strategically waiting to the end and then using their hints and then chiming in. So that's,
I can't help
that's
that they're
part of the
getting it
game.
wrong.
I know. Steven, who hates word puzzles, literally got 3 out of the 5 questions and is now dominating the game. So
Congratulations.
Yeah. And side note, when you say it wrong, like Ben, if you start calling our podcast like butt packing and blisters, you are going to be corrected. Like that's not correct. So,
Let's not pack any butts, okay?
Okay,
So we're
that's right.
almost halfway through the game, Carl. Let's dissect that. No one's gone after any food items right now, like nuts or food. They're all
That's
up there.
true.
Like, do you guys not like to eat, or what's going on here?
Apparently not.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Okay.
Oh.
You'll still,
No, I'm not.
I mean, I haven't really had the chance to choose very much, so
if Steven's really allergic to nuts, he's going to be like, I don't want any of this category, but I'll
and then
probably
he's
still
going to
dominate
dominate it as well.
I'm not
Right.
allergic
Yeah.
to nuts. That was a straight up lie.
it. Okay.
So,
All right. Steven, you're up, man. You got control of the board.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll do food. Let's do food 300.
Okay, here we go. What company makes drink mix and energy chews in some sort of itchy laboratory? Doc.
Gatorade.
That's probably true, but not what I was after for that one.
What?
It's
That's
kind
Itchy laboratory plays into that's part of the clue.
yeah.
Because Gatorade makes drink mix and energy chews.
Yeah, but how does that relate to itchy laboratory?
Okay. Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
point.
You can challenge questions. Hey, don't be shy. If you think these questions are ridiculous, like I can take it, guys. Let's see. This is something that you're on your way to the checkout at your outdoor store. They have, they got the sport beans, they got the Cliff Chews, they got the Honey Stinger, and then they got this company. This might be our only unanswered question. It's called Scratch Labs. Scratch Labs.
never heard of them either.
No.
Me
It's
neither.
okay.
What are you
All right.
serious?
We should all get points because that was a terrible question.
That's
Okay.
a
All
horrible.
right, done. 100 points for everybody.
Listen,
Steven,
not everybody
Steven,
can
you-
buy the fancy stuff. Some of us got to go
Everyone got 100
Gatorade.
points. Doc, you got 125 because I believe you were correct from this get-go.
Oh my
thing,
gosh.
so.
All right. Steven was at the outdoor
you, Ben.
retailer show a year ago. I was there and they literally had a booth there handing out samples. So I know you've heard of them, Steven. So I'm not buying that. Just saying.
That doesn't mean I went to that booth.
Why would you not go to a booth that's handing out food samples? Who would do that?
I don't want. I don't drink
It's a
energy
word
drinks.
All
He
right.
doesn't believe in itchy laboratories.
Yeah, some of
Okay.
us keep our temples clean.
If you're watching this on YouTube, please comment. Have you heard of Scratch Labs? Am I off base here? Because I've been using them for years. So
You're up
I don't know.
base. We should all get
Okay.
another 100 points.
Okay. Well, you have to comment in the YouTube on the YouTube page, like I said. So if you comment, then I'll believe you, Stephen. All right.
right.
That being said, you're still in control of the game board. So, Stephen, what would you like? guys would be
Let's
afraid
go
of food.
back. Let's go back. Miscellaneous 300.
Miscellaneous 300. Which camera brand is named after a violent weapon that uses gunpowder? That is Sally.
Steven. No, that was
Steven.
Sorry.
It's Cannon.
Cannon. Wow, you got that fast, man.
Good
Cannon is correct. Steven continues to dominate. What would you like next?
Miscellaneous 400.
All right, finishing the category. Which famous trail has a bunch of dead bodies on it? Is that only Steven again?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say Everest.
The Mount Everest Trail is correct. They just like leave the dead bodies there. It's not very nice.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But I think it might kill people to go get them, so.
That's probably the reason. And there's more dead bodies. All right, Ben. Score update.
Yeah, hang on.
Want
My
to
math is
know?
off. Yeah.
It's just gonna be sad
Steven
for the
has
rest of us.
2,510. Doc has 1,030, and Sally, you got 960.
Okay.
Winning.
Still
Hashtag
plenty
winning.
of points out there. Still. Okay.
Still
Steven,
points.
again, what would you like?
Let's do real trivia from Derek for 300.
Okay. 300 from Derek. How many times does a bee flap its wings per second? A, 80, B, 230, C, 310, or D, 65? Okay, that's everybody. Who has the fewest points?
It's me.
Well, Sally
Allie.
rang in
Sally,
like
go ahead.
7 times. So, but yeah.
That's true. But you're supposed to wait till I'm done reading the question. So
I
it
know,
doesn't count.
so she shouldn't be picked.
That's
She's
true. I
locked-
shouldn't be
she's
picked.
locked out. She's locked out of the question, isn't she?
You know, I like
Locked
the
out.
I like the controversy. So yeah.
I
yeah,
also
locked then.
don't know I don't know the answer. I was
She's
just gonna
guessing
take a
anyway.
stab.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. This could help you guys. Okay, what you got, Sally?
I was gonna say A 80.
A80. Good try, but incorrect. Doc, what you got?
Oh, I was gonna let Steven go.
Sorry, Steven, go ahead.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wait for another incorrect answer and better my
That's very good strategy. Steven, you're up.
230.
B230 is correct. It backfired against Doc.
Oh man.
Dang it.
Yeah. Again, not sure how you're supposed to know this, but that was a real question from Derek. Okay. Steven again.
Let's finish out national parks 500.
All right. Finishing the category at 500. Which national park located in the Midwest is the least visited?
I don't believe this is true.
Sally.
Oh,
Is
Sally.
it the new one in Ohio? Isn't there a new one in Ohio?
There's one like a newer one in Indiana. I don't know the name of it. That's probably in the top 5 list, but it's not the least.
It's not
visited.
that. Dang
No.
it.
Is that your answer? Or were you just
Yep.
asking?
That was my answer.
Around. She's like just curious, guys, if that's that
Yeah.
one. I'm not.
Is
my
it?
answer.
Ooh, I thought maybe it would come to me, but it didn't.
All right. Okay,
I'd
Doc,
like to
what you got?
I'd like to contest this answer. I think the least visited national park is located in like remote Alaska. I don't know the name of it.
No, this is also kind. Well, I don't want to give away hints at this point. I can't say anything because that could be another answer. So, by stats, this has been the least visited for years. I want to say here. Okay, hint number 1 is it's
in the
located in
Midwest.
Michigan.
I actually do know.
What?
Okay,
What?
Sally?
It's Isle Royal.
Isle
Royal.
Royal is correct.
She always
400 points.
What is happening?
400 for Sally because I gave a hint.
Thank you. I've been there. It's so great.
Okay,
Have you guys been?
If you're
I haven't been there.
if you're following,
It's
along,
amazing.
You can answer multiple times, Doc and Steven. So just so you know.
All right.
Listen.
All right.
No, you said that wasn't an answer. She was just like finding out
Okay.
stuff.
I was just asking further questions.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, so
I'm not
if you
going to
guys
win,
wanna-
obviously.
That just puts you in the lead. What?
Ben, we're trying to make the game competitive for everybody, and everybody feels good about answering questions correctly. And so just kind of stick with us here. All right, Sally, you're up. What would you like?
Oh, okay. Let's do Oh Nuts for 500.
People hate this category. Nobody's chosen a single question until now. For 500 points, which nut is from South America? Doc.
Brazil nut?
Brazil nut is correct. 500 points. That's big time right there, Doc. That's a lot of
I
points
thought
right there
that
in one
was
shot.
like so obvious that it couldn't be that.
I wonder what the clue would have been if no one knew that. And like Carl's like, it's from Brazil.
country.
It's in
Named after
South
a country.
America.
All right, Doc, next one.
I'm going to immediately get out of that category and go back to real trivia from Derek for 400.
Okay. What fruit did the Native Americans use to treat wounds? A, blackberries, B, cranberries, or C, elderberries? Which Native Americans? I have no idea who he's referring to here, but this is a question he asked. All right, Doc, what you got?
I think there's healing properties in cranberries.
All right, cranberries is correct. Yes. So you just got 900 points in 2 questions right there. You're catching up.
Watch out, Steven. I'm coming for you.
Come on.
Yeah. He's still way out ahead. He's just pacing himself, letting you guys catch up.
Well, no, you're just not picking me whenever I bring him first.
Maybe. Okay.
I think it's the times. I honestly think you can't hear the chimes until they come in like later. So
it's the horn.
Ben's also really encouraging with telling everybody that they're still very far behind. So thanks for that, Ben. All right. All right, Doc.
We're all winners in my book.
Hey, let's shrink the gap. Let's go with real trivia from Derek for 500.
500. What animal poops in cube shapes? A, weasel, B, wombat, C, walrus, D, wolf.
That's Sally first.
That was Sally.
B wombats.
B, wombat is correct.
That's another one that my 8-year-old would be so mad if I didn't get right.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ben, score update. What do we got?
We got Sally with 1860, Doc with 1930, and Steven as 2740.
It's anybody's game. It's anybody's game.
In range.
It's anybody's game.
It's in range for
Yeah,
Final
it's all
Jeopardy.
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sally, which one you want?
Okay, I'm going to go for nuts for 100.
What kind of nut makes you have to go to the bathroom? There's 2 possible answers on this one. 2 people can get this right. Sally?
Pine nuts?
Not pine nuts. Sorry. Doc?
It's spelled B-E-T-E-L. Is it beetle? Beetle nuts?
Are you Google searching answers right now? What's going on over there?
My brain.
No, you guys are overthinking this. Think about nuts that you're aware of. Types of nuts. Steven, what you got?
There's Steven.
I'm not convinced it's a nut, but is it the coffee bean?
What was that? Oh, Sally.
That's my new favorite answer. Sally.
Peanuts.
Peanuts is the first one. Peanuts. They make you go.
Oh,
all right,
no.
Steven.
Cashews.
Good try.
Good try.
All right.
Good try.
The other one. Yeah, Doc.
Is the dump nut.
That can't be a real nut, is it?
According to Google.
According to Google, it says it right here. Steven, did you ring back in?
Yes, it did. Hazelnut.
You guys are not following me on this one. If peanuts one answer, the other one is pistachio.
Oh, okay. I couldn't get out of my head poo nuts. And I was like, I know that's not a thing, and I'm not gonna say it because I already told the embarrassing poop story at the start.
That was 100.
There's 2 right answers to that one.
Oh my gosh.
All right, who got that one? Was that Sally that got that one?
That was me.
That was Sally.
All right, Sally.
Okay, I'm gonna go food for 500.
All right. Which company is also a time of day? This is like a foodish, nutritionish company that is in the backpacking outdoor world. It's also the grocery store too. Doc.
Hiker Midnight.
Is that a brand of something?
It's a brand of something.
I can't tell if you're making up stuff,
Sure
Google searching, or you actually have a real answer. I have no idea. I really don't know.
It's spelled.
If it's not a company, it should be.
It should. Okay, there you go. We have a company name. All right. Let's see. I got to give. Okay, this has to do with hydration. That's my first hint. It's now worth 400 points. It's one of the first companies that came out with tablets. Now it's worth 200 points.
Mm.
Really?
Oh, I know it, Carl. Don't worry. I got you.
It's like it takes a couple minutes for those things to fizz down. It's kind of you got to like wait a while. It's kind of annoying. It's Doc.
Noon.
Noon is correct.
Noon.
Noon.
We should just guess times a day.
Yeah.
Right? I know.
I was wondering why no one did. 12.
You guys have heard of noon at least, right? This isn't like a Scratch Labs question.
I have not heard of that.
I've not heard of it.
What?
Yeah. Again, another 100 points for everybody.
Okay.
Steven, you're very magnanimous, out like 1,000 points ahead.
That's right. All right, Doc, what you got for this next one?
How about food for 400?
Okay, we're at food only at this point here. What lunar company sells dehydrated cheese? Do you guys eat on your backpacking trips? Do you actually consume food? Like everything has been common foods on backpacking
I think
trips.
I know, but I don't know what the name is. Like I can picture like the bag.
We have not had one question.
What does the bag look like?
So
what
does the bag look like?
It's
got
white
like cheese chunks.
It's white and it's got some blue on it. It might even have some orange on it. Garage Grown Gear sells it.
Yes. That you can buy these. This brand is now so common. It's in grocery stores and gas stations.
It's moon cheese.
Moon cheese. You got to chime in first, though.
Moon cheese.
Sally. Moon cheese.
Doc tries to steal it. Doc tries to steal it.
Is it actually moon cheese? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's really
Listen, here's what I eat when I go backpacking. Kraft mac and cheese, tuna.
Okay.
Cliff Bar in the
Not
morning.
trail mix because you guys don't know nuts. So
trail mix with peanuts.
No.
Steven,
I don't believe that.
Steven, you got 100 points for just knowing what the package looked like.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I've eaten it, but I didn't pay attention to the name. So.
Oh, you ate it? Okay, I'll give you another 5 points because you've eaten it.
There you go. All right, Sally, which one do we want?
Okay, we're going to do nuts for 400, please.
Okay, which nuts are good at push-ups?
What?
Steven's so mad right
getting
now.
this category. Nobody's understanding the puns involved with these nuts here.
Do you guys even tell jokes?
Listen, that's not, I do for a living. And I am offended by these puns.
I don't even want to give a hint. I'm tired of giving hints. I just think we got to go and answer on
Let's
this
just sit here in silence until you guys can think about
We're going to sit here
or when Doc Googles.
Figure it out as you cycle through all the nuts inside your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Or Doc Googles them.
All right. That's right. Okay. The correct answer was chestnuts. Good at push-ups. Chestnuts.
That's a terrible joke.
Wait, Doc, can you get a sound on your phone that goes wah, wah?
Oh, we got all sorts of jingles. We're adding it after the fact. All right, let's see. Sally, you're still in control.
All right, nuts for 300, please.
Okay. Which nut is the wealthiest? Please, somebody. Steven.
Sally.
No, that wasn't me.
Sally. Sorry.
Cashews.
Cashews. Cash.
God.
Double cash. There you go.
This is feeling a lot like the word puzzles.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I'm doing well, because you don't you actually have to know any answers.
Just puns.
Oh, quick update.
Yeah.
Quick update. Sally, you're now ahead of Doc in points.
Oh,
Yes.
no. Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Google faster,
Sally.
Doc. Okay.
Sally
Nuts for 200, please.
Nuts for 200. Finishing the category. Which nut holds up the ceiling? Come on. Come on. Doc.
Walnut.
Walnut.
Oh,
the
good.
walnut.
Very good.
Okay. I don't think that you guys are very impressed. I was like really proud of that category. I was like, look at how creative I am. And then you guys are just like pooping all over it. So I'm a little sad inside, I'll be honest.
Pistachioing all over it, as we call it.
All right. Sally, you got two options here. Food for 1 or 200.
I think it's Doc.
Oh, sorry. Doc, sorry.
There is a clear bias in this game, Carl.
Probably.
Where do I lodge my
I know.
my
It's me and
there
you,
would be
Doc.
at the outset.
Let's go food for 200.
All right. We got what energy bar is packed with protein from peanuts and a substance called nougat? Sally.
Snickers.
Snickers is correct. Most popular.
See, this
energy
is the
bar.
kind of thing that's what I ate on the trail. That's what I eat when I go backpacking.
Okay, so now, that's why you knew that one.
Yeah, now I get it. Okay.
Right. Doc, just to be fair, even though Sally got that last one right, I'm going to let you pick the next one.
Oh, and Sally, if you get this one, you pass Steven Smith for points.
Whoa. Okay.
So just let you know.
Wow.
It's a close
Doc,
one.
Is there a big point deduction for Steven somewhere?
No, he's just been silent for the nuts and food.
Yeah. I answered all the things I know.
I'm so ready for this.
Doc, which one do you want?
I'm going to go, let's go food with 100.
Good choice. What does GORP stand for? That is Steven, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
It is me. Is
Okay.
it Gore-Tex? It's not a food.
In the food category? Again, we have different things in our backpacks, but it is not. Good try.
I think I should get some points for that though, because Gorp Core, that's Gore-Tex.
It does have gore to start both of those things for sure. Doc.
I'm going to go with good old rice pudding.
Can't say you're not wrong.
You got two of the words correct. Nobody? This is like old school trail mix here.
I got
All right, Sally.
good old raisins and peanuts.
That is correct. Good old raisins and peanuts.
Thank
All right.
you, Doc.
It is time for Final Jeopardy. What is our score? Give us our score breakdown here.
Steven Smith, 2,845. Sally, 2,810. And Doc, 2,330.
So Final Jeopardy. All right. So for Final Jeopardy, you're going to have to go ahead and write down the answer to this question. And then at the same time, you're going to write down how many points you wager. So if you need a reminder on the points, Ben can give that to you. You can wager up to the amount of points you have. If you get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong, you lose the points. Okay? So here we go. Final question for Final Jeopardy is, what is the northernmost United States national park? All right, you have a couple minutes to answer. And while we're waiting for them to answer, Sally,
Yes.
you're up first. All right, tell us about your book, your podcast, anything you got going on. How can we find you? What can we do?
Well, this book, I just happen to have a copy right here. So my book is Going to Maine. It just came out about a little over a month ago. It is the story of my 2003 Appalachian Trail through hike. It is lighthearted, fun, and there's even a little bit of a love story in there. So yeah, you can pick that up anywhere. It's available as an audiobook, as an e-reader, or as a physical copy. You can find it wherever you find books. You can listen to my podcast, which is called The Ridiculist. I host it with another comedian, and we just talk about silly lists. And then I am a stand-up comedian, so you can find me touring all over. So a lot of around Atlanta where I live, but I'll be in Cincinnati in a few weeks, both for a book festival and for a comedy show. So if you live near Cincinnati, come see me.
Awesome.
Was that good?
That was good. And Sally shared more about her book to you if you want to get a rundown. I think you were on our show back in May. Does that sound?
Yeah,
right?
May or June. Yeah.
Okay. And seriously, like, that was a lot of fun. So much fun to have her on the show. So check out that episode if you want to hear more about the book. And then if you want to read the book, and then as you're reading it, like, she has these encounters with these kind of just crazy characters. If you want to try to figure out which characters, like Derek and I, or possibly even Ben at this point, now that she's met Ben, could play in the future movie that's to be made about this book, that would be fun for us. So, because
we've already made a couple casting decisions, but I am open.
You promised us, and so we're going to hold you to that.
Yes.
You promised us.
All right. Okay. Doc, what's going on with Hiker Trash Radio? What episodes can we look forward to? What's coming up? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. We are finishing up season 8 of the podcast, 50 episodes in each season. I just wrapped up episode 50 earlier tonight, talking to Mike Wardian, ultra runner, marathoner, ultra endurance athlete, and he just did the Appalachian Trail in 60 days because he was bored. And so it's a real fun episode. And we're currently booking guests for season 9. So I've got a couple of choices right here with Steven and Sally staring me in the face all night. So I'll be reaching out to them to get them on season 9.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Well, congratulations on finishing. I mean, 8 seasons is a lot, and 50 episodes is a lot, man. That's impressive. So congrats.
It's a human interest podcast because even hiker trash have backstories.
That's true.
They weren't born on the trail. And they'll die there.
Just like teachers don't live in their classrooms. Same concept. Okay. All right, Steven, what's going on? What do you got coming out on your YouTube channel? What can we look forward to?
Oh goodness. I don't know. I've got some gear videos coming up, especially as we get ready for Black Friday sales and all that kind of stuff. And then I've got a really exciting video that I'm doing with Zimbivy. And we are going to be testing the relationship between this doesn't sound exciting, but it is the relationship between R value and comfort rating. So, yeah.
It's testing the relationship. So like at what R value is it comfortable for people?
Yeah. So like sleeping bags and quilts have, like a comfort rating that's in like temperature, but then sleeping pads have an R value and they have a relationship on how they keep you warm. But I think a lot of people overlook that. And so we are going to be doing some testing to determine just how interconnected they are. So it doesn't sound exciting, but it will be.
It's so exciting.
No, I got a follow-up question on that. I put out a video on like the worst backpacking hacks that nobody watched. And I have this theory that if you get cold at night, you can bring multiple sleeping pads. And in order to determine the R value, you just simply add up the R value of all the sleeping pads you have. So if that's 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Is that accurate?
That is accurate to the best of my knowledge. And
really?
And it should be because we actually, so part of this video, we had some ASTM testing and we had some very specific sleeping pads made just for this video. And they're at almost an R value 1, and we're stacking them to get to up to 5. And so
wait, did you copy my video? It sounds like you just ripped me off.
Yeah, I was the only one that watched it. And so I was like, I gotta get this out.
That's like last year we had Dan Durston on and I asked him about making a freestanding tent. He's like, I'm not making a freestanding tent. And then here you are saying that you broke his tent, like it's freestanding tent about a year later.
Oh yeah, it was a freestanding tent. He lied to you straight up.
I'm used to this stuff. Okay. Okay, so Doc, what is the northernmost United States national park?
Okay, before I reveal my answer, I would just like to point out that the word Google has been used several times in a disparaging fashion with me. And if I'd been Googling, I'd be leading the pack. I wouldn't be at the bottom of the pack. There's been no Googling going on here.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why my answer is...
Ooh, is that Dental? Denali. Okay. Denali National Park.
Okay, and how many points did you wager?
He has 2,325. So he left himself with 5 points if he got it wrong.
Okay, Denali National Park is extremely close to the right answer, but it is incorrect. So, Doc, you are still in third place with 5 points, which could still win if everybody goes to 0. So hold tight here, Doc. That was close. All right. Steven, go ahead and hold up your answer. Ben, what does it say?
Alaska.
And how many points did Steven wager?
1. For
1 point. You got the right area. Alaska's not a national park, but it probably should be. So he lost 1 point and he's down to how many now?
2,844.
Okay, so now you are in second place. You're definitely ahead of Doc. Down to you, Sally. All right, go ahead. Hold up your answer.
I also said Denali, but I wagered 0.
0 points, leaving you with how many points, Ben?
2,810.
If I won, then I have a confession.
Okay.
I changed my answer after I wrote it down because I was not thinking about Alaska at all. when I saw Doc's answer, I was like, "Oh yeah, Alaska."
Oh yeah.
So this was my real answer.
Oh my God, you're a cheater.
For 200. Okay. So Steven cheated, but he came clean about it. And so what is Steven's adjusted score?
His adjusted score is 2,644.
Okay, so that officially gives Sally the win. You are the first champion of Backpacking Blister Jeopardy. Congratulations to Sally.
Thank you. Who thought it could happen? Nobody. Nobody.
But just to clarify, this was a celebration for all three of you because all three of you got a lot of correct answers.
Yes,
That being said,
I share my win with my fellow competitors.
that's right. I don't know if Steven felt bad about it, but he went off camera, so I don't know if he's feeling
off
shady.
camera.
I'm still here. My camera battery died because I'm
did
not
it?
plugged into the wall.
I thought it was,
I thought you were like, forget it. If I lost, I'm out of here.
Okay.
I had faith in you the whole
Alright.
time, Sally. Just to be honest. It was I had faith in you the whole time. Yep.
For winning today's game show, I'm going to be sending this to you. This right here is something that I literally made today. This is the Backpacking and Blisters podcast coupon book. Okay, filled with all sorts of goodies. Like this one right here. One free download of our podcast. Right there.
What?
One free download. I know.
yeah,
I know.
I'm so jealous.
It also works as a coloring book too, if you don't know.
Steven, Doc, Sally, thank you so much for joining us on this first ever B&B Jeopardy game show. Ben, thanks for co-hosting. Have a good week out there, everybody, and God bless. The trail is calling your name. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Our good friend Rowan from Summit Strength can get you trail ready. Rowan uses rock-solid evidence to design a specialized training program just for you. There are plenty of cookie-cutter programs out there that will get you only halfway up the mountain. Make it to your adventure summit with Summit Strength. The link to your success is always in our episode description, but you can check out all the information you need at summitstrength.com.au/online. It's time to be strong and pain-free for your next adventure.